Alright, is this thing on?
It's on. We're recording.
Okay then, hello and welcome to Tox and Yandalf's Rambling Hour. I'm Yandalf.
And I'm Tox.
And today we're going to be playing...
Owlboy, because we can.
Because we can? That's really the best you're going with?
Because we made a list of games and we rolled a d20 for it.
Yeah, okay, sure. Go ahead, start the game. So, you played this before?
A little bit, I didn't get very far.
Yeah, never played it. So, this is basically going to be a little bit like the old Gabe and Yahtzee Let's Drown Out. Tox was a big fan of it, and it left a hole in her heart when they quit, so...
It's only a small hole. We're gonna fill the hole again.
Yeah. Can you skip this?
I'll skip it, if I can. Yay! We can skip it.
Good. So, it's really good pixel art though.
How long did they develop this again? 8 years?
I seem to remember something like that.
It's not the only group of people who developed a game for way too long with pixel art.
What else are you...
Stardew Valley took forever as well, but that was one guy, and
Right.
he redid everything like 5 times.
Right, yeah.
That was not a good idea. Well, then again, we can't judge. It's really hard to give up when you're doing art, I guess.
Probably. Okay, so we're playing. Did that hurt you, or...?
I guess. The books don't like me. Okay. Books really don't like me.
Books don't like you.
At least they still like me in real life. It would be weird if those start hitting me over the head.
I'll hit you with it over the head.
Oh, please don't.
Nah, I won't. But books don't like you. Well, that's some selective literacy enforcement.
From what I remember, your character, Otis, is being characterized as a complete dirtbot. I'm a complete dirtbot, I can associate.
You're not that bad a dirtbot, I hope. Okay, so how do you actually control it?
You press A a couple of times to fly, and then you press A again to land.
Huh. That's weird.
It works.
Well,
Used to pressing the button repeatedly.
yeah, okay, but doesn't that actually make you like accidentally press too much, which causes you to go in free fall again, or?
No, it's not a big deal because you can quickly recover.
Okay.
Because you can always start flying again in midair, so even if you press it too much. Like it's two presses. So one to let go, another press to go flying again. Whee! And then we have a nice tutorial area with little circles to remind us where we can fly for extra shit. The thing is that I have though with this, one of my earliest game experiences was with the Game Boy Ghost and Goblins thing. It was Gargoyles, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And in that you had to keep pressing the button to do something. Oh, I don't know if you've noticed the black shadow jumping around.
I saw it just now. Didn't see it before that.
Yeah, it's not a nice shadow, as we will discover soon.
You're trying to make this sound intriguing. Okay, so you can lift up stuff.
And get more coins.
Oh, okay. Coins. It's always coins.
I don't remember if it was upgrades or meaningless stuff. I really don't remember. Here's my friend. Hello. Yeah, that's a gimmick of the game. You pick people up and they do things for you. And this guy in particular, I remember he shot, but I don't think I made it far enough for more buddies, if there are more buddies.
Okay.
Actually, I only half paid attention like usual.
You said something about traveling somewhere.
Of course. I probably need to like talk to everybody or something. Well, I figured that out. Was it last week that was Gamescom?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, up to last weekend. Yeah.
In Cologne, and we saw some new stuff of... I know Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
The hype train is going for realsies there.
Oh man, it's going super hard for me actually.
You're actually in it?
Yeah, but keep in mind that I was excited when that very first trailer hit in like 2012, I believe.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and they were in the middle of the Witcher 3 development.
Yeah, we were still studying.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. Yeah, so that must have been around that time. I was already excited for back then. Didn't believe it would take up until now, but you know, in hindsight, of course, they put all their attention on The Witcher.
Yeah, that is true, but at the same time, I do feel like they kind of also sold it like we're working on it now to also draw people in to work on it and then use them for The Witcher development. I'm still kind of pissed at them for that. It's like, you hire people with the promise of, we're gonna work on Cyberpunk, and then it's like, well, welcome to the crunch for The Witcher 3. Have fun.
I don't know if that actually, I mean...
Well, I think most of these people will have started on Cyberpunk, but then it started getting really tight on The Witcher. The horror stories are real.
Okay, sure. I honestly haven't read anything up on that kind of stuff. About developers being moved over. I did read somewhere that development on Cyberpunk did get rebooted at least since that first trailer got shown.
I did read a blog of a guy who worked on The Witcher, who joined CD Projekt to work on Cyberpunk, and eventually he never wound up working on Cyberpunk because he said, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own thing instead. So, how things move around sometimes.
Yeah, okay. That's, yeah. But yeah, anyway, so 15 minutes of gameplay basically, and I don't know about you, but like sliding around in slow motion while firing ricocheting bullets, that just seems fun to me.
Yeah, ever since Max Payne got overly serious in the hands of Rockstar, that seems like a joy to me.
I never played Max Payne actually.
Max Payne 3 was depressing. I've only seen 1 and 2 be played by my brothers back in the day. I never played it myself. One thing I clearly remember from one of the Max Payne games, and I'm thinking it's one, but I'm not gonna put my hand in the fire for that one, is there was this entire fight with like a helicopter and you had to shoot down a radio mast tower thing to destroy the helicopter. It was really stupid.
Okay. Only thing that I know of Max Payne is that he had that really stupid smirk on his face.
Yeah, and in Max Payne 3 he doesn't even have that stupid smirk anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, hello Chief.
So, yeah, there was Cyberpunk at Gamescom, and, well, there must be more stuff, right?
Another thing I saw first was, what was it again? Was it Desperados? The turn-based western thing.
Yeah, I think it was Desperados, yeah.
Yeah. Ages ago I played a demo of I think it might have been the previous one. And I really enjoyed it, and it was around the same time I also played a demo of a similar styled game based on Robin Hood, and I actually got the Robin Hood one. I did play that one a lot. And I kind of do regret not getting the Western one as well, because it's just... I don't know, the turn-based stuff works a little bit better with a Western. Well, it's not really turn-based, it's real-time with pause. But I treat that like turn-based.
Oh, it's... Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, it's the commando style of gameplay. Like, you try to sneak around and you try to set up everything in a chain effect so that so everything just pops out right at the right time.
Yeah. No, but the trailer was kind of funny with their endless repeating of the same scenario thing.
But that's because exactly... That's how those games played.
Yeah.
You got thrown into a scenario. If you're lucky, you did it right in one go. But most of the time, the designers of those levels would put like little surprises everywhere just to trip you up.
Yeah. I've mostly seen people play Commandos actually. Like our somehow our really terrible school computer in like primary school actually had commandos on it, and yeah, so occasionally during some periods of time we could play on that. Never played it myself, except maybe once or something, but was usually looking along if someone else was playing it.
Yeah,
But
it's also a really hard game when you're younger.
oh yeah,
It's a hard game style when you're younger. I honestly feel that XCOM kind of revived the style of gameplay without being the same style of gameplay because it's turn-based.
yeah,
But it has the same concept of setting up everything perfectly and then trying to make it work.
XCOM is a lot smaller in scope from what I remember as well. Like, Commandos seem to have these really huge maps with multiple
yeah.
buildings, with
The
several
maps-
levels and everything, and XCOM doesn't do that. XCOM gives you
A tiny mission map and that's it.
gives you at most like a full street block.
Yeah. It's kind of close to the old Syndicate style.
Yeah.
Get a couple of street bugs and good luck.
Yeah. And also a game that I actually should
Oh yeah, these
play.
are the shadows by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm supposed to be tough and fearless. See, everybody picks on Otis. We're the absolute crap out for some reason. And I think we're going to save the world or something.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and we're mute, because that's convenient for some reason.
So these guys are just bullies.
Oh yeah, they're massive bullies.
Hmm.
Ah, he's our best friend. Yes, they're very childish. And this looks so sad right now. We're gonna show him? Yes, we'll show him. We'll have buddies now.
Oh, okay.
And because we're a total crap out, the game has already secured us against doing dumb shit with our partners.
Like what? Dropping them?
Whoa! He can actually climb back up. I have no idea how he does that.
Honestly, you know what that makes me think of? Guybrush Streetwood saying rubber tree.
Yeah, the making fun of Sierra, that's thing.
Yeah. But like the whole climbing up thing and everything isn't it exactly the same as the rubber tree joke?
Yeah, pretty much. Only with Guybrush he got catapulted back.
Yeah. I don't know, I always seem to remember that he climbed back up over the ledge. Oh well.
Maybe we need to play it on this sometime.
Maybe.
Actually, I don't think I need to be back here. I'll just go exploring.
Oh, so you also get to control where
Yeah.
and when he shoots?
Yeah, it's like a twin 6 shooter.
Okay. Jesus.
But you only have like a 360 degree, it's not like where exactly on the screen he shoots.
Man, that pixel art is really pretty though.
It's nice parallaxing in the background as well.
Yeah, but here's the thing, I never honestly really cared that much for parallaxing. Maybe if I'd actually play more 2D pixel art games that explicitly don't have it, I would care more about, but I never really felt that it added all that much to games.
Go back to the times when Psygnosis was special, and then you'll see why it's special.
Yeah, maybe. What are Psygnosis games?
All I remember is they had this one owl face logo, and it was some sort of... It wasn't Altered Beast. Altered Beast is a Sega game. It was also some sort of Beast game, and it was super massively detailed for no reason at all, just because they could. And it had parallax scrolling. It was one of the first in it. So if you go back to the time when Psygnosis was special, then you're gonna see it.
Okay.
But that's like the 80s or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bullying somebody else. I don't even know who he is. They're mean. Yeah. Aww. He also looks sad.
Yeah, well, he just got punched up to the ground.
Is he also an owl? Is that his wings? I can never tell. These guys have like 2 arms, I think. Yeah, they have 2 arms, right?
You mean 4? Like
2 pairs of arms.
2 regular arms and then wings.
The wings, yeah. That doesn't make sense, game. Oh, it's like the difference between a dragon and a wyvern. Or something like that.
I guess. Yeah, like even Otis in his idle animation occasionally twiddles his thumbs, it seems.
Uh-oh. Oh no. And there's the real shadow. It's the troublemaker!
They really just went with the troublemaker?
Yes!
Oh no! It is the slightly mean-spirited guy!
Oh man. I'm trying to remember something else from Gamescom, but it's always so much stuff.
Yeah, and honestly I haven't really been paying that much attention to gaming news lately. Like, there was the whole Cyberpunk thing, which was pretty much everywhere. Funnily enough, also, my brother is now really hyped for Cyberpunk, which is funny because back, you know, during those years that The Witcher was still in development, he couldn't care less about. He was just like, oh, The Witcher, The Witcher, The Witcher, and everything else I don't care about. And now it's like, oh, Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I've been here for 5 years already, brother. And then all that time I still actually haven't gotten around to playing The Witcher, which is sad.
Well, let's face it, I got really angry at it after it fucked up the map choice thing.
Map choice thing?
Well, you could turn everything up relating to the map. And then you are basically like a lost blind mole, and you're just wondering why they put that in as an option to begin with.
And which one was
Witcher 3, we played it on the PlayStation of my brother.
Yeah, well, you played it, I looked on, and we played it for an hour.
And didn't you see me like bumbling around like an absolute idiot because there was no signposting of anything in the actual world?
I honestly don't remember a thing.
Like, I honestly don't care for your options if you're also going to badly support them. And that's what they did, basically. That was really terribly supported.
So what was it you did? You turned off map icons, or...?
I turned off the minimap.
Yeah.
And I turned off the quest pathing. Because I'm really into that bumble your way around and find your way. But this wasn't bumble your way around and find your way. This was just being straight up blind.
Well...
There's a big difference, like... And my favorite comparison tends to be Morrowind, because that one literally had quest descriptions being all like, go to this town, go down that path, go to this rock, and good luck.
Yeah, okay. Though, honestly, after hearing so many people actually say that The Witcher 3 is perfectly playable like that, and even some...
It isn't.
I mean, I've even heard people recommending you play the game that way. I'm gonna try it eventually when I get to the game.
Okay, I think I need to throw them through. I thought I could retrieve them.
Maybe only around some specific places, I don't know.
I don't remember. Maybe if I straight up kill him. Maybe then. Well, kill him. Throw him off a cliff. Because apparently your buddies can't die.
Well, no, the power of friendship keeps your buddies alive.
I hope it doesn't end with killing God.
It's like in all those Final Fantasy games. Phoenix Downs are not really important. The power to revive your friends was within you all along. That actually should be kind of a ridiculous joke. I actually kind of want to see a Final Fantasy game do something like that. Just that sort of stuff. It would explain why, you know, people in the game can just die and you're like, but I have all these Phoenix Downs, why don't they work?
Because plot armor.
Well, no, now it is simply that you didn't have enough power of friendship with those people. I mean, it kind of would work for Luna Freya.
Oh boy.
It wouldn't work for Aerith though, she was a party member, yeah.
Yeah, and let's face it, Luna Freya I think is really just wasted potential.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I actually don't know how much development there was on her behind the scenes that we never saw. Like,
yeah, we didn't play any of the DLC packs.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, and there's your friend gone.
He got crushed! Oh, dear!
Apparently not, because he can still yell for you.
Well, we are very much split up.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Oh wait, I'm mute, I can't tell it.
Yeah, actually, how does that work?
Hey, I know you're mute and all, but could you tell me you're okay?
Yeah, and then you jump up. I suppose you actually might make quite some noise by jumping around, because otherwise there would be no way for him to know that you're still okay.
Yeah, quite.
What?
Oh, Roman numerals. Would that actually mean Roman shit?
15, 14, 5, 15, 6, 28, 5, 6, 15.
Maybe we'll find a puzzle to put that in later.
Maybe.
We can come back then. Okay, I guess I can't kill him.
Nope.
Yay.
You just have hands that can stun enemies.
2 pair of hands.
You lift that up? No? Oh.
This is actually pretty clever. Like, the gate you're opening is on the same screen, technically, as the button you use to open it.
Yeah.
Something happened on the puzzle portal somewhere on the other end of the planet that is on a different level that you haven't been to in ages.
Keep looking in front of you.
Do you know which game I'm referencing with that?
That could be quite some games, actually.
Hexen specifically. That had like a puzzle portal thing going on, and in every level you would like unlock buttons or press things, and it would unlock the puzzle of the 7 portal thing, and you're like, what was the 7 portals thing? Did you ever say this? This was also in the days when all story was in a manual, so...
Yeah, but wasn't Hexen like one of those Doom clones?
Well, it was in the Doom engine. I don't really like calling them Doom clones. It is the era of Doom clones, where we didn't call them first-person shooters yet.
Yeah, well, it was a Doom clone. Let's not be pedantic about it. Even
It's
though
a fantasy game where you shoot demons! Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It's like the era of the puzzle platformer.
Mm-hmm.
You shan't catch me!
Jesus. That explosion, though.
They're pretty explosions.
Yeah. It's always the same explosion, it seems like, though.
I don't blame them, it's a lot of sprite work.
Well, honestly, if you've already sunk that many years into just doing sprite work, you'd think that just making a few extra explosions wouldn't be that much extra, but... no, I guess.
I need help. It kind of makes the sound like the Diablo healing.
I actually don't remember what that sounds like.
Oh!
Oh! Right.
For your info, listener, I am the only one with a headphone on, so the microphone wouldn't record the game sound as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm currently not hearing a thing.
So I have to do all your entertainment.
Well, all sound-related entertainment.
Quite. That's fine.
More coins.
Yeah, I think we're gonna discover after this dungeon what that means, actually.
What's
We've been chasing that so-called troublemaker all throughout. Let's leave him here. I think this is where we learn how to get our friend back. Or not. I wanna know how to get my friend back. Unless it's really only when he's dead. Which will make me sad instead. Oh, okay. It's actually a puzzle. That worked! Of course I got hit trying that.
Seems that they do provide quite some food for recovery.
At least it's the early area, so I kind of find it normal as well. Just crush our friend, I guess. Okay then.
The game actually doesn't allow you to.
Well, no, I think it's like actually tossing.
Ah. What did you do?
I let go of the stick too quickly. Because I'm a fumble idiot. There we go.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a boss fight soon.
Okay.
Oops.
Sure, hit him. He's only your friend.
I am the worst friend.
Yes, I quite like performing casual violence against my friends.
Yeah, that's why I play Unreal Tournament against them and other stuff.
You actually still play Unreal Tournament regularly?
No, the only way I still beat up my friends is Dragon Ball Fighters right now, and you won't play that with me because I've played it too much with them.
Yeah, please, I'd prefer not to.
I find that completely understandable because once you are at a certain level in the game, letting other people in is not that great.
Yeah, we noticed when we played it with some of your colleagues, huh?
It was really not nice. He was just beating you up, and it's like, but when you taught it to me, you were being nice. What is this?
At first, I could actually still like defeat one of his characters over the course of a match, and then as time went on, he just made sure that I like maybe got 1 or 2 hits in it during the entire match, and the rest was just you're going down. That was kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Then again,
it really depends on how you are fought off in that game, though.
Yeah.
Because
and didn't I also pick kind of tricky and really noob unfriendly characters?
Yeah, you picked Piccolo amongst other things, and Piccolo, I still haven't figured out like his basic combo, bluntly speaking.
Okay. So it's not just that he was being mean, I was also being dumb.
Well, you couldn't have known.
No.
But didn't we tell you, or did we?
I think you did at some point. Like, yeah, but Piccolo is not really that easy a character, which I kind of found funny because I actually felt that with Piccolo, like, okay, maybe I wasn't doing a lot of damage, but I was playing most consistently with him, I think.
Yeah.
Though that might also have just been because then your friend wasn't.
I think it was your entry character as well, so you play that one the most anyway.
Maybe, and maybe also that your friend at those points wasn't yet completely trying to beat me down, because then I wasn't playing a character that could be an actual threat to him.
Hadn't you pick Boo as well, Kid Boo?
I honestly don't remember what I picked. Kind of would surprise me, because knowing myself, I would probably pick more of the older Dragon Ball characters.
Yeah, I don't care a lot about Dragon Ball, so I pick all the characters that are like, oh, they're new, they're shit, or something.
Is there actually like a classic Frieza in there, or?
Classic Frieza is not in there. It's all.
It's all the purple and gold one, which is a horrible color scheme.
The gold one is the. Was it the 3-bar ultimate of the purple one?
I honestly don't know, because
I think it was a 3-bar ultimate. So it's kind of like, I don't know what to do anymore, and then I'm out of a burst, so I'm gonna use the one character who has an extra burst. Ah, gotcha!
No, I just know that the purple Frieza just irks me with that color scheme. It just doesn't look good.
I think that was one of the first versions I saw of Frieza, and that one actually created the gender confusion for me, because something about the way it's drawn is very androgynous.
Yeah, but that was kind of the point of Frieza in general.
But he doesn't have an actual gender, right, in the series?
I think that kind of comes with being some sort of a weird reptilian alien. So yeah.
Is his race ever established?
Well, I guess not, because the only other characters of his race should be his dad and his brother looks radically different from him.
Wasn't his brother called Cooler?
Yes, Frieza and Cooler. And King Frieza was the dad. And that one just...
They didn't even invent a new name for the dad?
Yeah, but here's the thing, Dragon Ball has a lot of characters that have, like, King in their name. As...
But King Frieza, couldn't he have been called King Frost or something?
Uh-oh.
We're doing something bad.
Are we?
BAM!
I don't know, that doesn't seem that bad. It's
well, it looked worse than it was.
It's a floaty glowy thing, I mean...
I think it's actually an upgrade.
Yeah, it probably is. I'm getting...
With a button? Oh, I think this is the retrieval thing.
I'm getting Castlevania vibes. From like the orb that falls from a boss when you defeat them.
Yeah, but the boss was a couple of rooms back.
Yeah.
So the troublemaker got us, put us in webs, and then just pissed off. Is this like James Bond logic? Haha! You're in my perfect trap. You'll never escape. Promptly lasers off the cuffs or something.
But yeah, so the thing, the one that you're talking about, but the purple Frieza.
Yeah, purple and white.
Oh, so the purple and white Frieza is in there, because I've only seen the purple and gold one.
But the purple and gold one is the ultimate of the purple white one.
Okay, right.
How could you have only seen that? Also,
I don't know, maybe I just don't register the regular Frieza.
Are you colorblind?
No.
That would explain something.
That's not how color blindness works.
I don't think there's a color blindness for white becomes gold.
Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, we destroy even more stuff. I remember finding like a hole somewhere in this cave, and now I don't find it.
That wall kind of looks indeed like we could shoot it. Oh well.
Maybe I can grab this? No, I can't.
Gotta look for another way. Oh, no. Now you use the teleport to me thing.
Yeah, the button is the teleport to me. You never have to walk again, so you can be perfectly lazy forever or more.
And that's how your body atrophies into nothingness.
That's how we all become formless blobs in the future.
Yes. And that's why we have big-headed grey aliens. They were just us, but they just became lazy.
But then how do they get skinny? Don't they feed as well? I'm really convinced there was like a hidden area that I found last time.
They get skinny because their muscles atrophy.
Okay, and what happens with all the shit they eat that they don't use up?
I guess they just eat less.
Oh, maybe they do. Or it goes all into their brain, so they're actually not smart. They're fat-brained. It's all pressing down on their brain, and they do the worst stupid ideas, and that's why they kidnap humans and alien anal probe them. Because that's the logic. Oh no, it's an invasion!
Oh, so now we also have sky pirates.
Yeah, I think this is like the start of the actual plot.
This game has a plot.
I don't remember it. I know there is a city that explodes at some point.
Wow.
They exploded the city because they were overdeveloping it.
What?
Or something like that.
That? What? Oh, and they're literally just called Sky Pirates. Not
Don't need to invent a better name if it explains what it is.
Well, here's the thing. Usually pirates at least went by a little bit of a name of like, you know, they're going under that sail, or that's their captain, or they were never just pirates, you know?
Well, the captain is called Sky.
I'm sorry, what?
That makes sense, right? I don't know where I'm going, actually. I guess I'm just going up.
Well, also the game seems to be kind of... Well, telling you to go up with all those searchlights going on, like, ooh, here's a challenge, you gotta go through this, come on, you know you can, and you want to. Sure that you can.
Yeah, I actually don't remember what the skylights do, but I think they hurt if you are in them too long. Well, actually, we can give it a try. Hello! I'm here! Yeah, they start shooting me.
Of course they start shooting you. What did you expect they would do? Invite you over to tea?
Yeah, maybe they're the really nice pirates who sell fine leather jackets.
I don't know, the skulls kind of have me not convinced of that.
Hey, the one pirate ship Guybrush Threepwood had also had a skull.
Well, Guybrush was a little bit of a special case now, wasn't he?
Yeah, and all his pirates said, well, we're not gonna do anything as soon as we're on the ship. Guess I have to enter? I'm just guessing. Alright, yeah, he's also holding me again because I'm a complete crap out.
Why is everybody so mean to you except for the green hat guy?
Because the green hat guy is my friend and for everybody else we're a crap out. Isn't this how real life works?
I don't know, it's not that much. Only me and one of my friends against all the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, who does that guy even think that he is? He has a pointy hat and everything, sure, but...
Well, the pointy hat guy is sorta nicer, but the old fart is really like, oh, you never learned anything right. Okay, then. We already have what you gave for magical artifact of something. Yeah, magical artifact of something.
The relic.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it is actually kind of refreshing that everything is just called by what it is.
Yeah.
They're just sky pirates. It's just a relic.
It's not a Monado.
Oh god, Monado. I will never get over that name.
Will you not?
I don't know what... I don't even know what it is, but it just sounds so dumb.
Well... Asian games do tend to name things weirdly, and maybe it sounds cool to them, but to us it's like, well... That sounds retarded for some reason.
Well, maybe Asian games do name things weirdly, but generally they just kind of oddly use existing European names or names from other religions or that sort of stuff. It's not like... The Monado, as far as I know, is a completely made-up name, and it just sounds so weird. I don't know.
Maybe there is actually some legend about a Monado somewhere.
I'm actually gonna take a look. Now,
The phone is useful for this.
That actually got me curious.
I'm gonna guess the first thing you find is Xenoblade anyway.
Yeah, of course. I'm probably gonna find a lot of Xenoblades.
And the pirates are going away. Bye!
Monado.
The Monado!
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, can you think of other magical sword names? Like, didn't the Norse guys have one?
That
Bloody
is
hell.
pretty vague, actually.
I recently played Senua's Sacrifice and you got one there. And it had a name and everything, and I forgot what it was called. There was an entire story about how it was forged in it as well, and it was the one thing that could slay gods.
Okay, so according to a Reddit post here, monado comes from monad, an ancient Greek concept that literally translates to the one.
The one sword to rule them all. The one sword to flank them.
Slash them.
To slash them and in darkness bash them.
Also, apparently the word monad was also adopted as the name of the supreme deity in Gnosticism. What is it with the Japanese people and Gnosticism?
They like the concept? Wait, isn't Gnosticism a specific Korean thing? No, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, no, Gnosticism is like a sort of a reinterpretation of Abrahamic beliefs that actually says that the Abrahamic God is an imperfect God that was made by an actual perfect God and is not aware of it, so that's why he's the God of our world, because he thinks he's the supreme deity.
So
But he isn't.
the idea is that God forgot who his daddy was, and that's why he's a prick?
Yeah, kinda. Something like that.
The Owl Temple. Now the story has actually started.
Okay.
Everything
So yeah, okay, Monado actually comes from somewhere.
it has an origin.
So I was wrong about this sounds like a completely made up term. Unless it's still accidentally just made up by the developers, I don't know.
It could still be made up indeed. Oh well. No one else here can fly. Everybody looks at you. Just look at his eyes. I don't want to do this.
I suddenly have a really bad feeling about all of this.
Fine, I'll go risk my life mutely.
But so, none of them can fly, but they're living on floating rocks.
Yeah, there's only 2 people who can actually fly.
How did
You and your master.
How did you guys get up here?
I guess the idea is that all the other owls... Hey, actually, those 2 bullying owls, can't they fly? Where are they?
Nobody wants to be a bully to be the hero of your story.
Well, they didn't even... Oh, I think that's why everybody thinks Otis doesn't do this shit very well. He can't even do that.
We can't dash. Well, sorry, but you definitely look like 10 or 20 years older than us, so...
Experience? I think... I hope, actually, rather than think, I hope that one of the underlying themes here will be like... If you do not encourage people enough, you are limiting them anyway by being very negative about them. If you get what I'm aiming at.
Not really.
Well, if somebody continuously tells you you suck at drawing, you really suck. You have actually been through this. You suck at drawing. You really, really suck at drawing. You can't draw for shit, and you keep trying and trying. After a while, you're just gonna give up, right? Didn't you do exactly that?
Nah, pretty much.
This is why I'm so often like, yeah, you should just draw more.
Yeah.
Because it's all about practice. Like, I guess even for a bird, you have to practice how to fly. If you never fly as a bird, you're gonna fall on your face the minute you try.
I guess. Just seems kind of weird to me that he'd need to practice it still, considering that they kind of can't get anywhere without flying. It seems kind of like an hourly thing to do for them, really. Not even daily, hourly.
Yeah. Oh, Otis, I forgot to do a thing. Can you carry me up to the neighbor's house? Oh, I think I accidentally killed my friend again. Ooh, I got a bunch of coins.
Okay.
I think this is the upgrade or something shop. Welcome! Alright, there was like a cool little creature here.
It's kind of neat that they shaped it after a ship.
Oh, I think there's a lot of ship teams in here. You just saw pirates.
Yeah.
Bioshock? Bioshock! Infinite should have just been about sky pirates rather than sky racists.
I don't know.
Well, then again, we've had a bunch of Sky Pirate games, I think. Oh, I'm trying to remember what it's called, but I completely forgot.
Well, are there that many Sky Pirate
I
games?
can remember a Sky Pirate game with an island, where you could like build turrets on your island and other stuff, and you had to like fly around and shoot stuff. One day I'm gonna remember what it's called. I even bought that one for one of my very long ago partners.
Yeah.
And he really enjoyed that, because he was also really a lot into Descent. That gives you an idea of how long ago that is.
Yeah, well, that is really long ago. Now, only other Sky Pirates in games that I can remember is actually the main crew from Final Fantasy IX.
I didn't even play that.
Yeah.
Also, look at this adorable little plush.
Okay, that is pretty damn adorable.
It talks.
No, in Final Fantasy IX, the main character is the Dane. He starts out with as a part of a group of Sky Pirates.
Sorry. Wasn't Final Fantasy IX where they kidnap a princess and the princess is like, well, it's not a kidnapping anymore, I just want to be out of there?
Yeah, yeah, that's that one. And then the princess gets also gets her royal guard, who is hugely incompetent, but wow, he's persistent also after her, and they form up, and you have a little black mage who somehow really manages to get the respect of the guard, and it's just fun. That's most of what I remember, though I never actually finished even disc 1 of that game.
I do seem to have that problem with Final Fantasy games. I'm actually surprised we finished 15. Well, you finished 15, I gave up after I saw the end with you.
Yeah, well, you were pretty close anyway.
Yeah.
You were pretty much past you were past the train of endless hallways, right?
Yeah, I was past the train of endless hallways.
Hmm.
Dang, things get really expensive.
Yeah.
So, a dorky hat, so useless. It looks like a hat that would fit on my body. But can't I see the thing? Ah, there he is! Hello! But you are talking to me.
I kind of imagine that he, like, really loudly half barks, half chirps his sentence.
Oh, make yourself at home!
Yeah, something like that.
I live back here!
It's probably the animation. That wide, barky style.
Yeah, you can have something going for it. Let's continue flying.
Sweet.
Ooh, chest. But yeah. What were we talking about before we got distracted by the cute thing?
Final Fantasy and...
Well, we can talk about how much we hate Final Fantasy XV's combat system.
Yeah, well...
Then again, we've banged that drum privately enough.
Honestly, of all my disappointments with Final Fantasy 15, actually the combat system, while it's, you know, annoying and occasionally pretty competent and other times absolutely terrible to use, it's just super inconsistent, but honestly the combat system is not really what disappointed me in the game that much.
Well, the combat system just made me angry because it was like, well, in real time you have too much stuff to do to actually manage it, and if you then put it in the pastime thing, you still can't really fulfill all the things that are expected from you because you don't have quick access enough to everything to do the things that you want to do.
Yeah, well,
like, it's completely meaningless and pointless to try and shoot at weaknesses, even in the pastime thing, just because it takes bloody long to organize it. You can't have enough junk on your tab to do it with.
Yeah, I never played with a pastime system. I always played it in real time.
Yeah, I switched to the pastime because I just got annoyed by the real time because I couldn't organize anything.
Yeah.
And in the pastime you have some modicum of organization, but it's not sufficient. Wait, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
How did he get there? I think that's going to be my question with pretty much every NPC in this game. How did you get here?
Ah!
No, but Final Fantasy 15, honestly, the only thing that I really wanted out of it was a fun road trip game. And I felt that that felt so flaccid. Like, gas management was a joke. Driving was an absolute joke. And, okay, yeah, you had the fun photo mechanic and the camping mechanics and such, but, for example, I actually wouldn't have minded if you had to, like, ration food and drinks for Ignis while he was driving, because you constantly see the others, like, giving him drinks from the cooling box somewhere on the back seat, and...
Yeah.
It's like, come on, just let me, even it's just a dumb money sink, you know? It's kind of fun if you occasionally go like, yeah, we're almost out of drinks, we should order some more.
The driving also really quickly feels really empty because you can see they animated all these scenes of them sort of pretend talking to each other, sitting on the back of their car, blah 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 blah. And there's no dialogue, not even 5 little dialogues to paste over it. There's just the few moments that it decides, okay, you've been driving for, I think, 10 minutes, let's try to entertain you for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we're just doing the dishes and seeing if we make it to the destination anyway.
Yeah, or when you drive past an actual landmark for the first or second time.
Yeah. Where Prompto is promptly like...
Picture,
yeah. I had to think about that sentence for a second. Prompto is promptly like... Prompt picture.
Prompto is promptly like, yeah, wow. Can we fit some more P's and prompts in there? I think we have a tongue twister on us.
Prompto promptly wants to be the postman of picture time.
No, that doesn't work. Oh well. No, but yeah, I mean, I honestly only wanted a bit of a road trip game from it. All the rest was, I had no experiences. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, so I had no expectations really.
See, this is what I mean. This thing is encouraging us. Because I rolled 2 times.
Sorry, I was actually not paying attention at all to what he was saying.
Always stuff your face with food. Okay.
That is very wise advice.
Buccaneery. Please hurry! Yeah, what do you say? It also kind of looks like a doll just because of that one line on its bottom jaw.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to read that either.
Oh well. Poor guy. As long as it doesn't end like the grubs in Hollow Knight, I think we'll be fine. Then again, Hollow Knight does have an intense feel of we're trying to be slightly depressing you guys.
So, like Dark Souls?
I really don't want to compare it to Dark Souls.
You keep saying that, but I see so much in terms of how the world building and narration of the story is being done that it's just like, sorry, this is pretty inspired on Dark Souls. I'm not gonna say that it's the Dark Souls of Metroidvania platformers, but like, yeah, I can see some DNA in there.
Yeah, I can't say that it's not inspired a little by it, but I don't want to say it's Dark Souls, really.
Yeah,
it's so much more.
I'm not saying it's Dark Souls, I'm saying that those elements are like in Dark Souls.
And that's how we get game names like roguelike, Souls-like, Metroidvania. Man, we lucked out there. It could have been Metroid-like or Vania-like.
Vania-like sounds dumb. Then again, I do have to say that the Metroidvania name, although it completely makes sense because it was named after the 2 games that most prominently showed those features, though it should totally include System Shock to it.
I personally already included anyway.
Yeah.
Like you get extra skills and you open some stuff and you find a key thing or you find a number to a key. Speaking of numbers and keys and System Shock, I was really pissing my pants because the one robot that was near the elevator in System Shock 2, as soon as you found the key to the keypad, it was like, well, I'm gonna move out of my room now and be right in your way.
Yeah.
So you didn't have any time to prepare at all, funnily enough.
Early game, those robots are indeed really terrifying. And then they put you into an entire level with smaller robots and no checkpoint, and it's like, well, checkpoint, you know, the respawn chambers.
It kind of feels like cheating using the respawn chambers. I tend to reload. I did the same thing for Bioshock 2, actually.
No, they're definitely meant to be just part of the game. Because eventually you run out of chips or whatever they call the currency, and if you then die, you can't be reconstructed. So then it's completely game over.
Yeah, I guess that's still a valid state, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was scared in that game anyway, so it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
Did you ever finish it?
No. I think the furthest I've gotten is right after the elevator thing I just talked about.
Okay, so really not far.
Well, I tried really hard, that's for sure.
Yeah. I know that I tried the second playthrough on the highest difficulty, but that ended in the cargo bay area with all the bots. Because eventually...
We're probably just missing something. I guess the best way to play, honestly, is doing the marine thing where you are really good at smashing things, and then you have like one extra weapon you can use.
I always I always went with marine because marines actually had tech. What you're thinking of is the soldier, I think they called it.
Wait, yes, I saw it.
There was the marine was really more like, oh yeah, extra points in maintenance and tech and hacking could also get some
I
bonuses
got
on
into
it.
the Psy thing just because I like the concept of it so much.
Yeah, I never really played much with the Psi powers in System Shock. I just went for Marine. Because hacking and improving gear and making sure that your guns don't break down, that's pretty.
Yeah, with the Psi, the Psi stuff, you basically get a similar situation where you just basically don't need extra weapons because you're basically using magic.
Yeah.
I forgot what their logic was for it, because they had some sort of logic.
Yeah, it was some sort of extra cybernetic implant that I think used your brainwaves or something like that.
Yeah. It was all about your brain, so you were incredibly intelligent. And they also had something they were good at, either hacking or something. And they're probably not maintenance because they don't need it.
No.
How does one get there?
No, but the problem with the hangar early game is that you just will run out of armor-piercing bullets, and regular bullets are absolutely terrible against mechanical enemies.
I wonder if the Psi stuff would work better, because I haven't gotten that far. Yeah, but my main problem in System Shock is just I'm afraid of everything.
Yeah.
And not in the scare cam wordy type of way. I just sit silently and...
You get anxious.
So anxious.
Yeah. But System Shock is really good at that, though.
Wait a minute. What are you for?
Can you shoot that through that grid that you had in the bottom?
Yeah, I guess I have to put it there.
Because, I mean, I think it's a cloud or something like that.
Yeah. Oh. I'm the worst at aiming.
Don't aim too low, else it gets stuck.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna get stuck.
You never know.
Maybe one more to the left.
No. There you go.
And then you get a new one.
Ah, okay. No, so that was...
Yeah, they're just telegraphing that you can't fuck yourself over.
Okay. So you need to use that for something else.
Well, I think it could fit in there. It looks like the right size. Is there something else I can use it on? I feel dumb right now. Why can't I move behind that if it doesn't lead anywhere?
Can't you go through that massive gap there in the wall?
Which massive gap?
The one that you just flew by.
We came from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought we came from the right here. No, I meant that gap in the background.
No, you can't go there.
Oh!
I feel like an idiot right now.
Yeah, no, that is kind of like, oh yeah. That is really a thing that you have to try out to know that it does that.
I probably missed the tutorial, I guess.
And then it gets up and then you can use it. Probably. Or just, you know, yeah, okay.
Whee! You can sort of dash forward, but it's not doing much. I don't trust that. Ah! I just want to get out of here.
Well, fly up. Honey, fly up.
I figured out how to get them.
Yeah, okay, but why don't you just fly up?
I want to see if I can kill it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
You even get a bonus for it. Yay! That's what we're doing. Because coins, I think we can now get the funny hat.
I guess.
It was 500, I think. I can't recall anymore. So yeah. Oh, we've almost done an hour actually. That's good. Let's try to bring this to a natural conclusion of some sort, I guess. How often do you actually want to do this? Or do we want to do this?
I thought we were just gonna try to do this weekly, I guess.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how well real life and doing this combines.
Yeah.
So, oh boy. This place is really not nice.
Yeah, just keep flying.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Another boss.
Uh-oh. I guess I'll have to do this now.
Yeah.
Before we call it a day. Uh-oh. Ah. Oh god. Stop killing me, please.
One more.
It's kind of harder than it looks.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm also a bit too erratic in my aiming, probably.
Hmm.
We did it!
Hey,
Wait, what's
look,
that?
Food.
Afternoon, sir!
It's...
It's a fish with a top hat on.
Oh, I thought it was a snorkel, actually.
I think this is the perfect point to stop. See you next week? Maybe we'll play some more Owlboy, we'll see.
Yeah.
If we feel like it. Toodaloo!
See ya!